Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to New Jersey Local Government Week.
Thank you. Yes, I enjoyed this week because it's something that the New Jersey League of Municipalities several years ago established. So this is a statewide program, and every municipality who wants to participate can, and you can participate in any way, shape, or form that you'd like to. So today we're starting off with a tea with me. I have my tea. And to answer some questions that we've prepared and any others that may come from folks in the audience about Local Government Week. And one of the things that we're doing is we had a contest at the middle school of 8th graders of, if you were mayor, what would you do? And so a young lady won, and she's invited to come to the council meeting tomorrow evening and read her essay. She's also hopefully going to spend some time with me during the day tomorrow. And then we have a series of videos that we will be sending and posting all week long about the various and sundry departments and programs that we take seriously here in Summit.
Sure. We're taking a tour of the transfer station.
Yep.
In one of them. Also council chamber, the Department of Community Programs. We're going to learn about notifications, which is the communications office favorite thing. So tell me, or tell everyone, why do we celebrate Local Government Week here in Summit?
We celebrate Local Government Week because arguably your local government has a greater impact on your daily life than anything that the state or the federal government do. It's in charge of your roads, the trees, whether your trash pickup, your snow removal, so on and so forth. It also helps in Summit funds the schools, which are integrally important for everyone who lives in this town. And we want people to know what we do, what the staff does here, and so that they can feel better informed, they can understand, and they can feel more comfortable coming to City Hall and asking any question that they might feel the need to ask. Our doors are always open.
Absolutely. Mayor, would you please share some success stories of projects or initiatives that we've undertaken in the past year or so?
Sure. Well, the obvious one is the firehouse. It's kind of hard to miss on Broad Street, and it's very exciting. And I'm hoping that it will be done sometime in July or August, and then we can move in September. My plan is to close Broad Street down for 45 minutes or a half hour and have a parade from the old firehouse down to the new firehouse, and everyone is invited to join and then have a tour. So that would be fun, I think, to do. This firehouse, not only is it better size-wise for the fire engines, but firefighters don't get sick and die so much these days from fires, but rather from what they inhale. The materials that are built into structures these days have a lot of toxic smoke when there is a fire. So right now, in our old firehouse, firefighters come back from a fire, they hose off their gear and they hang it up inside the firehouse where they're all living and breathing the same stuff. In this new firehouse, there's a separate room where they'll come in as a decontamination room. They'll decontaminate their gear, and then they can take showers, and that's all in one room. And then it's separately, the HVAC is separate, and it really is a much greater protection for our firefighters. So those are two things that are exciting about that. The free market building is up and running, and we've changed the hours so that it's a little more flexible for people to get to it. And as you know from the free market, it's anything that is of yard sale quality. You can drop it off for free, and you can take anything you want for free. Now, you must be a Summit resident, however. We are on the way to inaugurating a bike shed near the train station. It'll be a bigger structure. We've received some grant funding, so that's in the works. Hopefully that'll happen soon. And then many of you probably have noticed the bridge from the Parkline Foundation, and the members of the Parkline Foundation have done the lion's share of fundraising and so forth, but it is a joint project with the city. The Department of Community Services is providing support to the Parkline project.
Great. I believe there's a ribbon cutting for the bridge this weekend, correct?
Yes, there is. Yes. I think it's at 1 o'clock.
The details will be
on the city website, cityofsummit.org.
Great. All right. So tell us how we as a municipality prioritize the needs of the community when we make decisions, whether it's about budget allocation or policy development.
Well, we speak to all the various department heads, number one. Number two, we listen to the residents who email or call or come to meetings and talk about the things that they think need to be done in the city. Our biggest, most important focus in running this city is the safety of our residents and our infrastructure. And the lion's share of monies go to those two areas. For instance, right now, as we all know, we're dealing with some road work that is annoying, to put it mildly. But we need to get these gas mains repaired and replaced, and PSE&G is doing that. And then when they're done and the road has settled enough, they will come in and pave. But we also have other paving projects. Some of them are county projects, and we keep pushing the county to do them. For instance, the bridge that's on Pine Grove Avenue between Springfield and Prospect. That's a mess. We're pushing the county to come in and do it. But other areas of the city that the city is in charge of, and we're working on those roads as the weather now is getting warmer. Additionally, every year we have a sort of a survey, if you will. The Department of Community Services goes around and looks at all the roads, and then they prioritize which are the worst ones, and those are the ones that get done more quickly or sort of at the top of the list. Police and fire, we're always trying to make sure that they have the equipment they need and the manpower, woman power. So that's pretty much how we look at assessing the needs for budgets.
Excellent. How does our municipality work collaboratively with other local governments in our region to address common challenges and opportunities?
Well, one way I can think about it, or sort of talk about, is that last summer when we had a rash of car thefts, motor vehicle thefts, we got together with mayors and chiefs of police of surrounding towns. We were on a large Zoom, and we were all talking about what can we do, how can we work together collaboratively to reduce the number of thefts. And I'm happy to say that that number has dramatically decreased, largely because cars are being locked and key fobs are being taken into the homes, but also because our police have changed their patrol system, and we're ordering in the next budget, or this budget, that'll be over 2 years, license plate recognition systems, so that we will be able to determine a car that is leaving and sort of help with the investigation. But it has been nowhere near the problem that it was in the summer.
Mm-hmm. If you look at the police department webpage today, you'll see that over the weekend there was a car stolen from the Huntley Tavern parking lot,
Yep.
but it did have the key fob in it,
Yep.
and it was unlocked. And then 2 attempted thefts on Edgewood Road where the cars were unlocked, but there were no key fobs in it, and they were not taken.
Right.
All right. So next question. How does our municipality involve young people in decision-making processes and encourage their civic engagement?
Well, we always encourage them to come to any meetings if they can. But, honestly, our young people are so busy. But they are involved at the Summit Free Market, and they are involved on the Recycling Advisory Committee. And when we've had a couple of times in the very beginning, this is pre-COVID, of looking at the Broad Street West project, we had some sessions with students, focus groups, to get their input. Things have gone down, we're now at the phase where we're revamping the Broad Street West project, and hopefully we'll be coming out publicly with that soon so that we can share with people. These are all the things we did to listen to your concerns, and hopefully it's a better idea. It's a better plan for everyone. And then lastly, we have paid college interns in the summer for the month of June. And I think we have 5 or 4 this summer. But in the past, we have not paid the interns, and we felt it's important to pay them. And so we prioritized that and put it into the budget. So there'll be 4 or 5 interns coming this summer, and they really do a lot of good work, and they give us good ideas.
Excellent. All right. So what message would you like to send to residents and stakeholders during Local Government Week?
I guess it's sort of two-pronged. One is I'm very happy that more and more people come to our council meetings. And I also really like to get emails from people with their concerns. I mean, that gives me some time to talk to the department head or who's involved in that process or problem and get some answers. I don't have all the answers. I mean, I have to spend time. So I make, I don't get back to people right away because it takes me time to go to the right person. The other thing is I just want people to know and have a better appreciation, if you don't already, for the great work that our staff does. When I was asked, after I was my first year of being mayor, and I was asked, what's the most surprising thing to you about being mayor? And hands down, it was getting to know the staff and realizing how incredibly hard they work and how earnestly they take their jobs. When things go well, they're proud. When things don't go well, they work really hard to fix the problem. And I think that we can't underestimate how fortunate we are in Summit to have such an incredible staff. So I want you to feel free to reach out to me and anyone else on staff, and always feel free to come here to City Hall and talk to us about what's bothering you, or what you might need that we can help you with. I'm limited in whether I can help you with family matters, but please do feel free and be proud of the work that our staff does. This is a fantastic city. It's very well run. There's a reason why property values are high, and that the occupancy rate for our retail in the downtown is at 99%. So people want to live here, and that's one of the reasons, and there are many, is that it's a well-run town. So I hope you're having a good day.
Let's remind everyone about your office hours.
I have office hours on Mondays from 10 to 12 and Wednesday from 10:30 to 12:30. Once a month I do a Meet the Mayor someplace located around town. I was at Batavia from 11 to 12:30 on Saturday. But honestly, if you can't make it at those times, please just send me an email. We can set up a time to get together. I often schedule times for people that those morning hours aren't very convenient. In the beginning, when I was first mayor, for the first probably 2 years, I had evening office hours, but very few people came. Maybe one or two each quarter, if that. So I felt that wasn't really a great use of my time. But if you want to meet in an evening, I'm more than happy to. I'll meet anywhere. So please feel free to reach out.
All right. Well, that's all the questions we have. Do you have anything else you'd like to add, Mayor?
No, I just want to say thank you. And as I've announced that I'm not running for mayor, I appreciate the people that have stopped me on the street to say that they were glad that I was mayor for the time that I was. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.